and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Three grades of deficiency are recognized. Moderately retarded individuals are referred to as morons. Those who are severely retarded are classed as imbeciles. And the very severely retarded are termed idiots.
You might think that this is some kind of circus trick for which he's been specially trained, but not so. He is doing this entirely on initiative. He's seen others doing it, and he's copying. And that ability to imitate, as well as to use tools, is something which started among monkeys, but has been brought to a much greater level.
9 o'clock club, yeah!
All right, well, welcome back, everyone, to a special episode of the 9 O'Clock Club Revival. I'm B, and joined with Ray and Johnny here in studio.
Hey.
Hey, hey.
And remotely through the amazingness of the interwebs, we have Rick and Keith. How are you gentlemen doing?
Cowabunga!
So, anything new with anyone? What's up with you, Ray?
Oh, nothing, man. You know, just trying to, survive, man. Everybody around me is all getting sick and getting in car wrecks and shit, dude. And I'm just over here, it's like, hey,
fuck it.
Miss me with that bullshit, you know?
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
What about you, Johnny? What you been up to, buddy?
I'm all fucking tiger blood over here, man. Fucking winning.
Tiger blood.
Tiger blood.
Keeps getting exposed to the COVID and keeps shunning
fucking shuffling it off, man.
Like a
There's not a lot of cocaine in my body right now, so it's like, I don't know what the deal is.
What about you, Keith? You're sick. You know, what's going on with you, brother?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have some Chinaman coofed in my cloaca. And, that's why I sound a little under the weather. It's because I am. Either that or I caught it in a Zoom meeting or something. I don't know.
You weren't wearing your mask in the Zoom meeting, dude.
It is a Chinese program.
I wasn't wearing it in my car either, so, we are.
That's how it gets you.
Fucking, that's what happens to you, buddy, when you get coughed in your cloaca by a Chinaman.
That's right. It happened at the gas station, and it would happen so fast. So I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Fucking starred you and give the old.
I saw some of the show ideas, but I don't really know what we've got lined up here tonight. So Ray or B, help me out here. What are we covering this evening?
A whole bunch of stuff, man. We've got Tucker taking good old Ted Cruz, Lion Ted, to the woodshed there for his comments over the 6th there.
The proverbial woodshed. That's why the episode's titled Cruz Controlled.
Yep. He's doing the Democrats' job for him. Like all the time here, like most everybody in the GOP right now.
I bet they're so happy with that going. Just let them run it through.
It's fucking ridiculous, dude. But we've got that, and then there was a pretty significant boating accident in Brazil. A large cliff sheared off, and I don't know if people were hurt or I think or killed or anything, but it's pretty dramatic fucking footage. We got a couple angles of that, and then we've got our normal.
Let's lead off and let old Tucker say his piece. See what he has to say.
Yeah, fucking dude, if y'all haven't seen this yet, he fucking straight up dismisses fucking Ted Cruz, who just fucking dismisses him completely. It's beautiful.
Surprised by it. We prefaced it by saying every conservative appreciates Ted Cruz because he's one of the smartest and most articulate people in the Congress, and he's conservative. But he referred publicly to what happened on January 6th as, quote, a violent terror attack. Here it is.
We are approaching a solemn anniversary this week. and it is an anniversary of a violent terrorist attack on the Capitol, where we saw the men and women of law enforcement demonstrate incredible courage, incredible bravery.
So much courage shooting at an
risk
unarmed
their
lady.
lives to defend the men and women who serve in this Capitol.
Senator Cruz was game enough to come on tonight. We appreciate that. He joins us.
So yeah, I mean, what? They showed incredible courage. When did they do that? When they opened the gates for the fucking fake protesters, or when they shot the
They
unarmed
opened
girl,
the
like you said?
and when they
were
opened the
beating up
gates
a
and then
bunch of
shot that
people.
young lady. Yeah.
Insurrection, boys.
Fucking, despite the fact that no one is being charged with insurrection, who's being held currently as political prisoners. And did you see that there was a fact check on Facebook or some shit? Basically, they were like, somebody was claiming that the January 6th detainees are being treated improperly, and their fact check was, no, that's not true. They're being fed.
Yeah. They're not being, they're not dying yet.
They're not being get-bowed.
They're being fed and they shit in a hole in the ground. Fine. Right.
Yeah, it's
Well,
fucking crazy.
I got something to say on fucking Ted Cruz. Back during
Oh, you cut out.
Cut out there.
Lost him.
back during the 2016 election, his people called all of Ben Carson's people, and they said, "Oh, Ben Carson dropped out of the race. You should vote for Ted Cruz now."
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
they did. Yeah, he's fucking slimy, dude.
It was always been. Dude.
I remember
Look at him, he's
that.
Fat Dracula, dude. Now he's got the beard. He just looks like a fucking even slimier fucking car salesman, dude. Like, I don't know what to do with that guy anymore, man. These whole Rhino Club kids need to get the fuck out. I mean, there's only a few real, America First, people in Congress, but they just need to fucking, we as their supporters need to just go ahead and, withdraw all support from anybody who's not America First,
He is trying to catfish America with that fucking facial hair there. Like, it'd be one thing if we had never seen him before and he just came onto the scene, but we remember what that chin looks like.
It's like, you want us to think you're out there chopping fucking wood or some shit, dude? Fucking, you're a goddamn lawyer. Wear your fucking uniform. Shave yourself, you fucking asshole.
Shave the bankers.
The fucking problem is that Rand Paul, or Rand Paul, the son, he's just as bad because his wife is invested in remdesivir, so she owns fucking stock in it.
Well, I mean,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I mean, Rand, died to me a while back there, when he suggested that we need a traditional vaccine as well. And I was like, oh, another cudgel for the government to beat me over the head with. That's exactly what they need. Stop doing the fucking Democrats' jobs for them. I'm so sick of the goddamn people in Congress and Senate right now. Fucking, what do they do besides just fucking, sell us out, stab us in the back? What do they do? And then you got the fucking Supreme Court. They're fucking, the useless as tits on a nun. Like fucking Anne Frank's drum set. I mean, it's just fucking not gonna, do nothing. Just fucking sit there.
Really should have taken them like 2 seconds to be like, yeah, that mandate, it's not going to fly. Instead, they're like trying to actually take it seriously, and it's honestly pretty fucking scary.
But fucking, anyway, let's continue on with Tucker there.
All right. It'll be a second. The computer is responding slowly.
Oh.
We have a lot going on here, folks.
A lot going on, a lot of moving parts, a lot of things for us to keep our eyes on.
Oh, the fucking crew.
One of them. I think you're smarter
Too
than I
much
am.
crew.
And you never use words
A little too crew.
carelessly. And yet you called this a terror attack when by no definition was it a terror attack. That's a lie. You told that lie on purpose, and I'm wondering why you did.
Well, Tucker, thank you for having me on. When you aired your episode last night, I sent you a text shortly thereafter and said, listen, I'd like to go on because the way I phrased things yesterday, it was sloppy and it was frankly dumb. And
I don't buy that. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't buy that. Look, I've known you a long time, since before you went to the Senate. You were a Supreme Court contender. You take words as seriously as any man who's ever served in the Senate. And every word, you repeated that phrase. I do not believe
You
that
get it,
you
pause it.
accidentally. I just don't.
When you pause that,
sloppy phrasing. It's
Before
caused a lot
we,
of people to misunderstand
geez.
what I meant. Let me tell you what I meant to say. What I was referring to are the limited number of people who engaged in violent attacks against police officers. Now, I think you and I...
There we go.
All right.
So
There we go. So, first of all, I think someone's phone is turned up if they're playing the stream on their phone. We can hear it in the background.
Not I.
I think it's Ray.
No, I got everything muted on my stuff, man.
God damn it, Ray.
Something happened.
But
anyway, Rick, you asked us to pause it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have to say that right now I love Tucker the most, and I may actually kiss him on the mouth.
dude, Tucker's, he's full on Chad moment. Like right now, dude, he's just single-handedly just fucking ending Ted Cruz's fucking career, man. And it's beautiful to watch. It really fucking is, because he deserves every fucking second of it.
He was really getting into his ass right there for a second.
Oh yeah, he's getting ready.
Oh, it gets worse, dude.
He's gonna get all up in there. But how do you that's your rebuttal? Yeah, that was kind of sloppy of me to say that.
It's like, you're Ted Cruz, motherfucker. You ain't never said a word you didn't fucking think about for fucking 4 weeks, dude.
Right.
You
sat down. You know damn good and well. You fucking wrote that down. Dude. You sat there and memorized it. You came into Congress and you're going, yep, that was a violent terroristic attack. That wasn't sloppy at all, you motherfucker. Quit backpedaling, you piece of shit.
For real.
Yeah, let's hear him take him to the woodshed some more.
I both agree that if you assault a police officer, you should go to jail. That's who I was talking about. And the reason the phrasing was sloppy is I have talked dozens, if not hundreds of times. I've drawn a distinction. I wasn't saying that the thousands of peaceful protesters supporting Donald Trump are somehow terrorists. I wasn't saying the millions of patriots across the country supporting President Trump are terrorists. And that's what a lot of people have misunderstood that comment.
Wait a second, but hold on. What you just said doesn't make sense. So if somebody assaults a cop, he should be charged and go to jail. I couldn't agree more. We have said that for years. But that person's still not a terrorist.
Exactly.
How many people have been charged with terrorism on January 6th? Like, why'd you use that word? You're playing into the other side's characterization that, as Joe Kent just explained, allows them to define an entire population as foreign combatants. And you know that. So why'd you do it?
So Tucker, let me answer you directly. The reason I use that word, for a decade, I have referred to people who violently assault police officers as terrorists. I've done so over and over and over again. If you look at all the assaults we've seen across the country, I've called that terrorism over and over again. That being said, Tucker, I agree with you. It was a mistake to say that yesterday, and the reason is what you just said, which is we've now had a year of Democrats in the media twisting words and trying to say that all of us are terrorists, trying to say you're a terrorist, I'm a terrorist.
Yeah.
And so, look, I don't like people who assault cops, and I stand up and defend cops. And the reason I use that word is that's the word I've always used for people that violently attack cops. But in this context, I get why people were angry, because we've had a year of the corrupt corporate media and Democrats claiming anyone who objected to the election fraud. And by the way, remember what was happening during those protests?
Can I just ask, hold on, you work in the... I guess I just don't believe you. And I mean that with respect, because I have such respect for your acuity and your precision. And I've seen it on display. I've covered you as a reporter. I know how you speak. And you have sat there for a year and watched people use language.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fucking.
Oh, well, it looks like something happened there. We're buffering.
People use language to distort the events of that day.
We got a lot of stuff going on, folks.
Fucking Sturgeon.
Intentional
Do it live.
Insurrection. Coup.
Of course it
terrorism.
was an insurrection. Saying it's an insurrection is a political term. It's a lie. I've repeatedly denounced it. And when it comes to, look, I was focusing on what I normally say. That what you aired was a little 15-second snippet. What I normally say is violence
fucking drowning, dude.
is wrong. Peaceful protest is right. If you engage in violence, you should be prosecuted. If you're speaking, you have a right to speak. I say that all the time.
Pause that, B.
All right, go on.
He's like a used car salesman saying, I only poured sawdust into this engine. I didn't do it to all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking, oh my God. What a fucking twat. He's like just fucking sitting there flailing, looking for the words to get him out of this. It's like, there's no getting out of this one, dude. You know, you just completely screwed over your entire hopes of. You were already on the fence because, you know, you hang out over there at, you know, fucking Conservative Inc., fucking, you know, the Daily Wire and shit, you know, doing shows with Michael Knowles and stuff. It's like, we already thought you were a fucking globalist pig, you know. It was just like we thought you were coming around, and no, you proved right there that what all you're about, motherfucker, is you know, hanging us out to dry. So fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Fuck that guy.
Jesus.
Fuck that guy.
I see all the tabs now. That's a lot of tabs.
Don't be looking at tabs.
But yeah, fucking
All the tabs.
It's definitely, you know, it's definitely a situation that we need to rectify as a people, as a party. You know, the libertarians have already taken over kind of most of the GOP at this point, you know, and now the whole, you know, America First crew is kind of coming in, and we really need to just oust every last rhino and make sure that they never are allowed to, you know, grace conservative or libertarian circles again. You know, I think that's just really how it needs to happen.
Here, here.
They're all faking.
Yep. I mean, you got a few good ones in there, but most of them are bad.
Speaking of faking.
Oh, what do we got going on there?
The robot or the alien, whichever one you prefer.
Well, Keith thinks he's the Antichrist.
No.
You do.
By middle,
It's because he is.
Especially after Alex Jones is talking him up.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Like, I mean, there's certain aspects of Elon I like and everything, but there's a lot of misdirection and a lot of fucking, you know, shady shit that, you know, from his beginning. So, you know, who knows?
Look into his grandpa, dude. He's like fucking Indiana Jones level digging in the desert during Nazi Germany for fucking ancient artifacts and shit. Yeah, like ancient super advanced technology.
Was he digging the
What was that one thing, the fucking Spear of Destiny or whatever? What it's called? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, Spear of Destiny. Was he digging in there for the Nazis or?
No, he wasn't working for the Nazis. He was part of the technocracy party formed out of Canada. And he went to, I think, South Africa looking for basically the same stuff the Nazis were.
That's nuts.
Frank?
That's a really interesting topic, though.
That's like crazy, dude. Like, that just kind of made me want to read up on it, dude. What kind of reference material were you working with this one?
Well, there's some stuff on my YouTube videos on it you could look up. But I have some stuff I can share in the Discords.
Cool.
That'd be interesting to read. Yeah, that kind of
go
stuff
ahead and shout out your YouTube channel there for, you know, 3 people listening.
I can't because there's 10 of them, so it would be.
Well, you can always find Rick's channels, which you know, through us. You know, if you come near us, you know, you're likely to get a suggestion, you know, from him. So the algorithms have spun us together because we're internet buddies. So
fucking intertwined. So it looks like we might have to just kind of take this old school like we used to do without playing the videos because it doesn't look like it's really going to work for us. So
it's not.
That's fine. We're used to that shit.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to find some. You're gonna have to do the 1s and 2s and pick out the good videos and disrupt the rest.
That would be my take. I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure there's some fat we can trim off.
Download them and play them too.
Oh, that I don't think that's.
But
it doesn't work with our setup and how we've got everything.
We've got some
configured.
Still, is what it boils down to.
Oh, the crew, man.
Yeah, the crew.
We're not mad at the crew. You just need to give them some deep earth minerals and deep earth crystals.
There's a lot of documents.
We don't have a chance to get them printed.
We have the documents.
Just spread them out across the table.
So many documents.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to print out all these videos and put them on my desk.
Yeah, this isn't for show. I'm actually gonna read them.
Fucking.
Why don't you, while you're printing out the videos, why don't we just cover the waterfront with you real quick?
I want the 50,000-foot view.
Yeah, and then after they're printed out, he talks to the crew because he can't find it and says print it out again.
Yeah.
If it's so important to have these documents, Alex, why aren't you keeping better track of them?
Fucking stapler, bro.
For real. It's called a filing cabinet, bro. You know.
It's like I asked for the video, and instead of saying in my ear they don't have it, just don't say anything, and then we don't have it. I'm not mad at the crew. They're great people.
What do you guys think about Alex Jones and the way he's been like talking up Elon? It seems really bizarre to me.
Seems like he's fallen under the spell of his wicked eyes and his oratory.
He's probably just trying to get a seat to Mars.
I don't know, dude. Fucking, it's weird for Alex to kind of go into be talking up, anybody really. He talked up Trump, and now he's, basically done with the motherfucker at this point, it looks like. And, he really doesn't do a whole lot of glomming on, and for him to be, talking big on Elon, that is bizarre, man. But I haven't been actually I haven't watched Alex in Jesus, I don't know how long, man. It's been a while, because it's just like, it's the same fucking news every day, It's just the same fucking, everything just creeps more towards totalitarianism, and all I can do is fucking sit back and laugh at it. And if I spend, fucking 6 hours a day watching Alex Jones, I'm just going to turn myself into a lunatic, More of a lunatic, yeah. But
can try and see if this Elon video will cooperate if you like.
Let's go ahead, man.
It's a good
I'll
one.
give it a shot, and if not, we can kick it old school.
Like a shot in your mouth.
Mass unemployment. This is going to be a massive social challenge. And I think ultimately we will have to have some kind of universal basic income. I don't think we're going to have a choice.
Universal basic income.
Universal basic income. I think it's going to be necessary.
So it means that unemployed people will be paid across the globe.
Yeah.
Because there is no job. Machine, robot is taking over.
Hang on, pause.
That's simply the
Why is he talking to Yasser Arafat? Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
That guy's like,
Machine robot that's taking over?
Yeah.
Wait, what? You want
We're going to put the boogs in your ears.
That guy's got more money than he does. That's why.
Yeah, that's true.
Who is that guy? Do we know who that guy is?
No. but-
Clearly, it's just some interviewer from.
It looks like he owns a lot of oil.
Yeah, from Saudi Arabia, likely.
He looks like he's hanging around, like driving in the desert, like in a fucking Lamborghini with a fucking cheetah in the back seat.
You can tell by the glasses, man, that dude's fucking rich.
Yeah, he's got a gold Lamborghini.
He fucking beats his Filipino maid half to death like once a week, and just orders another one.
He's fed a couple to the cheetah.
Fucking rotates them out until they're healthy again.
All right, let's see what the robot says.
And I want to be clear that these are not things that I think that I wish would happen. These are simply things that I think probably will happen.
He's sparging.
Yeah.
Because he's the goddamn Antichrist, son of a bitch.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like the contradictory. I'm gonna challenge your theory here on this one, Keith. He was convincing people in the West that they need to have more children in order to combat, declining birth rates. I think that's like pretty, non-antichrist stuff, don't you?
Well, I mean, that's, as I always say, that's exactly what the Antichrist would say.
More sheep for the slaughter, dude.
I suppose, yeah, maybe.
More endocrine. No.
More adrenochrome for the elites.
Yeah, that's what it's called, adrenochrome. Yeah.
Fucking. But yeah, Elon, he's a fucking weird dude, man.
Yeah.
There's something definitely off about him, beyond him just being kind of like, on the spectrum there.
Yeah, super spectrum. I love like when he gets challenged.
Oh yeah.
You see that like that look in his face when he's having to fucking compute.
Mm-hmm. Like,
hold on. Wait.
What?
Yep, yeah. That's not literally what I'm. But he comes back so elegantly. I think that's why people like him.
Yeah, he can definitely throw on some charm in between, fucking his blue screens that he throws up,
Yeah.
Yeah, like when Joe Rogan handed him that joint, he was like, "Is that a joint?"
No, Joe
Rogan's
Rogan.
like, yeah.
Oh,
I loved it when he brought up the Cybertruck. That was the best fucking thing ever.
oh, when he cracked the fucking window or whatever.
When the fucking ball bearing went straight through that fucking window. It's like,
Yeah, it
this
looked
is
like
just
a
a
fucking
prototype, folks. Don't worry
N64
about it. We'll get it fixed
vehicle.
in the beta program.
What do we got up here, Bree?
This is a good one.
Oh, we got some road rage.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well it's gonna go. The system's not liking shit right now.
The fucking system might be down. See,
System's
the crew.
nominal.
we're gonna give it a go here and see if we can. Doesn't look like it wants to cooperate though.
We'll try.
Oh, this is the one where like all the guys that are road raging are wearing DC fucking shoes, shirts.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Not happening.
No, well.
Why don't you just try trimming off some of the fat there, like get rid of some of the stuff?
Next. I'm
Say-
sure we can
say something interesting.
You guys should watch the fucking YouTube video with Elon explaining why hydrogen cars are a bad idea. I thought he was gonna have a fucking meltdown.
Like that's one thing I never really understood was why hydrogen didn't take off more, because they had, you know, some of them for a while. It seemed like a couple of car manufacturers were
boom.
I mean, I don't really think would fucking Teslas catch fire and you can't even put them out. Fucking burn for 3 days, man.
Yeah.
Like,
but not.
Well, the hydrogen it burns clear. You can't even see the flame, and the efficiency is like 50% whereas charging a battery is about 95% efficient.
what we need to do is we need to fucking get on fucking thorium, dude. I don't know if you've done any research on thorium, but that shit is amazing.
I'm a Rick, so yes, I know all about liquid fluoride thorium reactors.
Fucking cool shit, isn't it?
Yeah, they had a fucking jet back in, I think it was the 70s for the Air Force that was powered by a thorium reactor.
Really? I did not know that. That's fucking crazy, dude. Like, is
Yeah,
it...
they were worried about it crashing, though, and then, like, being a huge radioactive mess.
Well, isn't it the thing about it, like, is it's thorium is not all that highly reactive, actually. Like, you can actually take spent uranium and mix it in there with it, and too. Fucking, it's crazy.
It burns waste uranium, yeah, you're right. And then the fluoride, which is a waste product from fertilizer and aluminum manufacturing, they could use the fluoride in the reactor instead of putting it in our water.
Yeah.
Why not
Yeah, that'd
both?
be nice.
But yeah, I mean, thorium, it's a crazy, crazy fucking useful thing. Should be, you know, talking more about and utilizing as a society. Well, nuclear, power in general is not used nearly enough, I don't think.
Nah.
It's the 10th most common fucking element in the dirt. So, yes, it should be used. They're not using it because you can't make fucking bombs from the waste product.
Yeah, it
Oh,
does.
and there's no money in it, just like hydrogen too, because that's the most abundant element in the fucking universe.
Yeah, done right. You just use water as fuel.
Yeah, there's it's like early 90s, late 80s. That guy did the water engine.
Yep.
And then like, bloop, gone.
Just disappeared. I remember reading.
Oh,
about
they
that.
just
Well,
buy that up
they
in black
have
shop.
Yeah.
They have hydrogen storage. They're like scuba tanks. You could have them in your trunk, and it would store, I think it was like 5,000 miles worth of range. But the material is also made using nuclear weapons, so the government won't allow manufacturers to use it.
I was I did a little tour up at Jack Roush's racing and Roush Automotive and everything like that, and his one daughter used a hydrogen powered drag racing element, and it did fairly well. It was just the whole constant threat of boom.
Fucking a bunch of Hindenburgs in the mall parking lot. I think is what Dennis, who was that? Fucking Dennis Miller said that, I think, back then. That was, when they were trying to make out the hydrogen cars. But I mean, I just don't think it'd be that dangerous, really. No more dangerous than these fucking Teslas.
No, I mean, it truly is, and because the tanks on those things are like fucking damn near is tighter than Tom Thumb's ass, and they're tough as shit. And when you actually look at the tanks and the storage tanks for them, it doesn't take up that much space by comparison of a regular fuel cell.
I remember the models of the cars; they were like just little sedans, and they looked like they were pretty efficient.
Yeah, and this drag racing setup that they had was apparently did fairly well. It's just trying to get the they never were able to competitively use it because the NHRA, National Hot Rod Racing Association, would never really kind of condone it because they're like, kind of worry about this whole boom thing.
Well, the stuff I was talking about where it's stored in the tanks, it actually stores it as a solid material, I believe. So it's not even explosive or flammable at all. It's like super fucking safe.
Yeah. I think that was actually one of the real reasons, like you're saying, how it's a non-visible flame, and that was the biggest thing about not using it, because it went with nitromethane. They put an additive in the fuel so they can actually see it burning.
Mm-hmm.
So like when there is an accident, they can actually see that there is a fire, so that they're just no one's out there Ricky Bobbying out there.
Fucking. Yeah, it's a scary thing to think of a fucking flame so pure it fucking just clear, can't see shit, dude. Because fucking ghost fire, man. What the fuck is that, bro?
Help me up, Winfrey. Help me up, Winfrey. Help me, Tom Cruise, with your Scientology.
Oh, speaking of Oprah Winfrey, did you see that she got fucking COVID and then she was doing everything right?
Yep, I saw that.
Wasn't that Whoopi Goldberg? I mean,
yeah.
Karen Johnson, as I like to call her.
Oh, yeah, you're right. My apologies to the crew.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg.
Whose real name is Karen Johnson.
As it should be.
Her mama named her Karen. Her last name was Johnson.
Yeah,
so she got the vid, huh?
She was super pissed, dude. She's like, I did everything right and I still got fucking sick, man.
Fucking weird.
So strange.
I mean, oh well.
Mm-hmm. So strange that it's almost like you've been doing all that for nothing, Whoopi.
They did in the early days say if you got vaccinated, you couldn't get sick. So she did everything right.
She did it all right.
Yeah, she couldn't get sick, but she got it anyway, and she needs to get the 8 boosters still.
She probably didn't consult her doctor.
Fucking definitely didn't consult her doctor, I bet.
Nor nary her financial advisor either.
You gotta consult your doctor.
But yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Fucking, it's been pretty crazy, like how bad everything has gotten on social media and shit. Like Twitter and Facebook, they still fucking have all this like shit that you can go to fucking Twitter or Facebook jail over, and fucking even though it's completely scientifically proven at this point, the CDC and CNN, they changed their tunes on masks. Masks are bullshit, and still, if you say that on fucking Facebook, they're gonna be like, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you're down to the CDC recommendation is if you do contract, it's 5 days out, 5 days with a mask.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, fucking Gitter comes out and fucking goes all hog because Joe Rogan throws his dick in the fucking fire or whatever on it. It's like I don't understand that. Like it's granted, we got ourselves a little Gitter account. We don't do anything with it because all it is just a fucking right wing echo chamber. It's just people talking politics, and it's like, come on, if you're not going to invest and actually have people on the get people on there who are talking about more than politics, it's always going to remain just an echo chamber for right wing people as a alternative environment to Twitter.
I'm sure that's what they're trying to do with it, but as of right now, I think there's only something like 4 or 5 million people on there total. So they're going to have to get a lot more people to switch over to that platform before you have that diversity of thought or whatever.
Yeah, and I mean, from what I understand too, the people who made Gitter or are in charge of it at least are not what you would call conservatives or about free speech in reality. Of course, in order to stay on the app stores and stuff, they have to have some terms of service that suit them as well. But if you look at it, it's almost identical to Twitter. I don't really see why there's so much of a fuss over this one. It's it's gonna die the same as fucking Parler and everybody else.
I mean,
seems to be the only one who's like got any staying power, and even that's garbage too. So
it just makes you kind of wonder, like, whatever Web 3.0 ultimately is, like, if it is truly decentralized and you can have platforms like that actually succeed without having to run the gamut of all the other big tech companies out there, and everybody else, the cancel culture and things like that. So maybe that's a possibility, but seems kind of slim right now.
Yeah, I just don't see much of a future, for most folks, when it comes to the social media stuff. I just don't see.
No, there is no future, because at the end of the day, there is no until there is a completely free market, free, do whatever the fuck you want, web-based platform. It will never happen. There's always someone who's going to have their finger in the pie somewhere, that's trying to keep the status quo, regulate and regulate things.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that. But on top of it, again, all you're creating now by, having these alternative little pop-ups is you're just creating little echo chambers that never get beyond, anything beyond the level of being involved in politics. It's not going to do anything else. It's not going to be, people keeping in touch with one another or anything like that. The way Twitter and Facebook are used, because it's just, all it seems is like, this place that, if you're a leftist and, you play by all the rules and, everything else, why would you feel the need to get any kind of alternative? You're sitting there and, vanilla land and having a fun time,
right?
So it's just not going to draw the people that are, there's just no way for them to draw people away from there in sufficient numbers, unless they keep on, ratcheting up the control, you're just not going to see lefties and normies and shit move. You're just not.
I think what it's going to take is for maybe platforms like Twitter and Facebook and things like that, and YouTube even, to start cracking down on the lefties for certain little things. Because eventually that's going to end up happening, because they're not going to have anybody else to go after.
Of course, yeah.
Maybe that could be a catalyst. Who knows? We'll see. It doesn't. The future doesn't look bright for social media. That's for sure.
No. And did you see they fucking PolitiFact actually fact checked a Democrat for once?
What?
Yeah. Fucking Sotomayor, man. She fucking said there was like 100,000 children in severe conditions around the nation, from COVID during, the hearing that they had. I think it was Friday. So they called her out on it. I was really surprised. And I'm surprised they didn't do a little more calling out, because there was a lot of lies in that whole fucking thing if you listen to any of it. But, I mean, it's just, it's a fucking weird time to be alive. And, at the end of the day, when they've, thrown everybody off the cliff, that they can, they'll start eating their own, and eventually those companies will collapse and be folded into something else, But hopefully, Zuckerberg and Mark hopes that he's, got you glued into the goggles and living in fucking the metaverse by then. So,
dude, have you heard of the Beyond Me robot?
No, sir.
Do tell.
The Beyond Me robot is controlled through VR headset, and someone anywhere on the planet can control a robot and go to work and do a fucking job, and the robot learns how to do the job as you control it.
Gross.
Huh.
You know damn good and well how that's going to end. That robot's jerking someone off.
Well, it's going to start replacing everybody, because, I mean, anywhere on the planet, they could just outsource to India. That dude slaps on a fucking VR headset, is controlling a robot, maybe like fucking stocking shelves or in a checkout or whatever, and then it learns, just like all those self-driving cars, how they learned how to fucking drive. It learns how to do the jobs, and everyone's replaced.
Hey, Tucker Jones. Fucking every robot's a sex robot, if you don't mind lacerated dick, like.
Now, I'd imagine, they got heated seats. They could have a heated hand and cruise control and all that good stuff.
I mean, hopefully my wife's not listening, but that's still not starting like a bad idea.
Fucking Tesla's new product. Fucking The robotic jerk-off arm.
Yeah.
Turns out it's a fucking blender, and it's part of Bill Gates' fucking plan to depopulate the planet.
Fucking yeah, I mean that's one thing that's really dangerous to think about is that's not dangerous to think about. I mean it's a dangerous thing if you think about it. Is if fucking sufficiently realistic sex robot ever comes out, fucking humanity's doomed.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how I don't see how you get around that.
Yeah, single folks don't have to go fucking chasing all the time. Married folks don't have to do begging anymore.
There'd be no children in a matter of fucking 2 generations. I think it'd be nuts. But yeah, I mean it's a strange fucking time to be alive, man. I don't know if you've seen anything about it, but there was that Supreme Court hearing, that they had, talking about the fate of free speech on the internet, basically, on these social platforms, and I mean the people that they had talking. We're just lying.
Who'd have thought?
That never happens.
And I mean, it's just fucking nuts, dude. It's like, how can you be so blatantly wrong about these numbers, Like, they're just throwing shit out there. And then they tried to fucking pass the buck and say, well, none of us judges are experts in biology, so, we really shouldn't be making this decision. It's like, fuck you. You're a judge. No matter what comes in front of you, you're not going to be an expert at it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't fucking get it.
Barely an expert in the law.
Yeah, I mean,
let alone anything else that's fucking relevant in this world.
Well, plus they're like everything else, the longer they get in there, they're like jaded and everything else. Yeah. They start getting tired of everybody's shit. It's like cops,
Well, what, 3 of them are fairly fucking new? You got Kavanaugh, you've got Gorsuch, and you've got fucking Amy Coney Barrett or whatever the fuck her name is, and they're all a bunch of rhinos too. Stabbed us in the back fucking immediately.
Remember when you were all excited about what's her face, Amy Coney Barrett?
No, I was never excited about her because I've seen her rulings from the past where she was, talking about how it's totally lawful for the United States government to force you to take an injection, using the same law from 100 years ago that made it okay for them to, euthanize retards and sterilize, undesirables. So it baffles my mind that, these are the people that we wind up putting into positions of power like that. And we as conservatives are, the ones to blame for it. We keep on continually handing the reins of power over to people who have no intentions of doing anything good for us. They just, continually bend over for the fucking goddamn Democrats and let them turn this country into a shithole. It's a fucking depressing situation.
We've all fell for picking the lesser of 2 evils over and over.
Yeah.
And been convinced that not going Republican or Democrat's wasting a vote. I know a lot of people from the generation before us still heavily believe in that.
Definitely. And,
the thing is, though, it's almost like we need to work within the framework that is there, and maybe we just start taking over some local Republican offices.
And that's what's happening a lot. You have a lot of America First folks going and taking positions that would normally, be left to just, be picked up by Democrats. And you have a lot of people going to their local GOP, meetings and shit and getting involved and really wrestling away, power from these fucking, rhinos. And the rhinos and the leftists are fucking terrified of it. They don't know what to do with fucking right-wing populist, nationalism. They have no fucking clue what to do with it, because it's a different beast, and it can infect anybody. Doesn't matter what color you are, or what fucking religion you are, so long as you believe in the fucking, the real sovereignty of America and everything that it stands for, you can easily get the bug. It's an infection for them, and they don't like it. It threatens their democracy, which, it's not democracy.
Democracy. I was getting ready to say that. Yeah. What democracy?
When they say it's a danger to our democracy, all they mean is it's a danger to our chokehold that we have over the political power structure.
A fucking gag ball.
Yeah.
Now, Johnny, I'm going to need you to hold back a little bit.
Oh, but yeah,
we affect the world, so they have a say as well.
Oh, yeah.
I don't give a fuck anymore. And here's the thing: is we've gone past we've crossed the Rubicon as a country, and we can't deny it any further. There's no reconciliation with these people on the left. I don't want to live in the same country as them. National divorce is pretty much the only thing that we can do to try and not wind up in a situation where we're fractured and we're targeted by other nations.
Who just said that?
Who just said what?
Someone very recently was talking about national divorce, and everyone just fucking jumped on her.
Oh, there's been a bunch of people. I mean, it's a fairly common topic, as a matter of fact, in certain circles. Why can't we have a peaceful national divorce? Why can't we have, why can't we have everybody on the left, move over to California and just stay the fuck out of everybody's business? Why can't we,
I mean, you're not wrong. It would be nice.
There's plenty of space. They could take the whole West Coast, really. I don't care.
Exactly.
I'll even give you Arizona.
But here's the thing: is they want all the coasts, they want all the fucking cities, and it's like you can have the cities. You fucking.
I don't like cities anyway.
Exactly. And that's the kind of a situation we find ourselves in a lot of states, especially look at your Kentucky. You have, look at Texas, look at Florida. Everywhere where you have a red state, or what would seem to be a red state, you have these little fucking nuggets of blue in these cities, and they just control all the voting block and try to run the whole fucking state as if it's like the whole thing is a city, and it's like you can't do that.
Yeah, it's like in our last election with the last presidential election, everyone was sitting there going, "Holy shit, Texas might go blue," and everyone's like, "Wait, what?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because of Austin.
Yeah,
Austin, Dallas, Houston, they've got some big cities, and there's big city. The bigger the city, the more communist it winds up being, it seems.
Yeah. Throwing a fucking Starbucks and a music fest down in, and things get crazy.
It's fucking nuts. But
Whole Foods.
Yeah.
What do you guys
so I'll
think?
tell you what, guys, I mean,
what do you think about the idea that this is not the first time that we've been to this level of like advancement? Like civilization has gotten here and collapsed before?
I would say that's probably true, yes.
That's very true.
I don't know about this level of advancement, but I definitely think that there was some advanced shit going on before, history, and I'm a firm believer.
I mean, there's all kinds of shit. I can't remember what it's called, but they found this computer, like, on the ocean floor or some shit, that they still don't understand exactly how it works.
That's the Antikythera device.
Yes, sir.
You got the Baghdad battery. I mean, you got the theories of Atlantis. There's just so many things that are unexplained that kind of seem advanced beyond our years, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, but I mean, you can go down that rabbit hole and go too far and look at and find evidence where it really isn't. There's some kind of anomaly going on in the record keeping. Like if you read Michael Cremo's, Forbidden Archaeology, there's a lot of different stuff that just kind of unexplainable. But at the end of the day, it's just these little tiny bits and nuggets, that are anomalies, and you can't really base your whole theory on.
Well, I wouldn't base a whole theory on it. I just base my saying it's possible that there have been other things, or more than likely. If you ask
definitely.
Me.
I just don't think I don't think we've ever been as advanced as we are now. I think we might have known some shit that might seem more advanced, or something like that, possibly.
Well, that's like that one theory where gray aliens are actually a human society that has actually kind of reverted back and came back, and, and is trying to either warn or just watch.
Tall whites.
Yeah, they're fucking tourists from the future. Time traveling back to see what their fucking ancestors look like.
Well, it could be that too. It could be just as simple as that. It could be as simple as that's the new you walk into the local tourist attraction, and it's just a space-time continuism where you go back and just check things out. I always thought that was kind of an interesting theory, but
man, I'm not turning into that fucking thing. Fuck that.
Fuck that shit, dude. Like
Ray's gonna live in a pod and eat bugs.
The hell I am.
Eat the bugs, Ray. You gotta eat the bugs.
Fucking. That's another thing. Did you all see that shit where NASA called? They do it every once, like every few decades. They're all like, let's get a bunch of theologians in here and see how they'd feel, how the people would react to knowing that there's alien life. But like everybody, this time it happened, everybody loses their mind over going, oh, they're about to reveal some shit. They're about to disclose.
Fucking Mars is like covered with water, dude. There's like rivers flowing all over it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really getting serious about what they're actually letting out, which, I've always been a sayer in the fact that anything that the government releases to you is at least 10 to 15, 20 years old.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So,
like, But it's a scary thing though too. Is like, you know, I definitely believe that there are aliens and shit. Whether or not they'd be able to come here, I don't know. I mean, it's some really fucking advanced technology to do so. But you know, here's the thing: is even if they do show up flying around and buzzing around and shit, I'm not gonna be convinced that it's an actual alien until I'm fucking skinning one with my buck knife. You know what I mean? Like until I have that, you know, fucking whole-handed proof, I'm just think it's the government using holograms and, you know, Project Bluebeam in this shit. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna fucking buy it. I'm not gonna. You ain't getting me, bud. No. Didn't give me the COVID. You're not gonna give me the aliens. No. Fucking gotta wake up pretty early in the morning to get me with some fucking fake aliens.
Either way, we gotta be the first ones to fuck the aliens.
Well, dude, I don't know if I'm with you on that one right away, dude. I'm gonna need to see your math on that. Why is it necessary for us to be the first?
You gotta be the dude who fucked an alien, man.
What fucking movie was that?
Fucking I know, man, but that's definitely not on my bucket list.
Fucking homeboy fucked an alien, dude.
What was that?
I can't remember which movie it's off of, but it was something.
Rick's Wet Dream.
I think it's some Jay and Silent Bob shit or something.
Oh yeah, that is. I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'll be much more apt to like, hey man, you want to try this fucking joint out? We'll talk about the fucking later, but...
Dude, didn't y'all learn anything from fucking E.T., dude? You start with fucking Reese's Pieces first, alright?
Well, you get the joint in them, then he's fucking all about the Reese's Pieces.
What about Species, dude? The fucking sexy lady alien. She was like fucking gnawing on dudes and shit afterwards.
Yeah, she grew a tail, and I'm not certain how I feel about bitches with tails. You know, like call me old-fashioned. You know, maybe I'm a trad con here, dude, but I don't like my bitches to have tails. Fucking fucking alien bitches.
We really get off the rail on that one.
I know.
Keith, you've been quiet. What's going on?
Yeah, where's Keith? Did he fucking kill over from COVID?
He went away for a minute, but I don't know if he just hasn't come
Keith,
back yet.
Keith, you need to get your shit together.
I keep on telling him, dude. Like as soon as he told me this morning, he was like, "Man, I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to do the show tonight." I was like, "You better take your ass to Tractor Supply, get you some horse paste, man. This fucking show goes on."
He did. I could vouch for that.
Go to the liquor store and get you a case of Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yes, sir.
It's like a case of that shit in my fridge from Ray leaving it here.
Well, I'm not on the sauce tonight. There's no loudmouth soup for Ray tonight because I'm driving. So.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. But that's all right though. That's all right. I need to lay off the sauce for a while anyway, dude. I'm getting fat, so that's not good.
That's why I switched to the super light shit.
Super.
I can't do it. I mean, PBR is about as light as I go, and even then, I'm just like, you know, I realize I'm drinking piss. So, and, you know, the whole White Claws and the fucking Michelob Ultras and shit. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Well,
this is more water.
Well, let me do a huge right turn here and pose a question. Do you fellas think that they're trying to do natural selection via all these fucking forced
these vacations?
Natural selection via, I think he's trying to say the VA double X.
Yeah, via medications. Yeah.
I don't think that I don't think that's their goal.
I wouldn't see them using that as that, because why would you sterilize the people who are with you?
Yeah, I mean.
Well, then they come out a year later, like, all right, all smart people are left.
Yeah, but let's say you're trying to kill off the dumb people because, like, a fucking asteroid or something's going to hit the Earth, and you want the strongest of your species to survive and not have anyone to compete with.
But here's the thing, the people that are left who are really smart are going to hate you, and you're not going to be a leader anymore when it's done.
But if there's a huge fucking asteroid hitting the planet, it won't matter.
Well, it's an intriguing theory because, like he said, if there was like impending doom and they had some kind of plan, but they could only, you know, account for so many people or something. I mean, I don't know. I believe that the true elites are evil motherfuckers and they don't care about people, so I don't think they go that far for that. But I think it's an intriguing theory and not impossible.
And besides, it's not working fast enough as far as killing the vaxxed goes. I mean, it wouldn't be a useful tool for them, at least so far.
Well, but I don't think they think short term most of the time. It's long term, and we have no idea what's going to happen 10 years down the road to anybody that's gotten all this shit.
Well, the Apophis asteroid's supposed to hit in 2029 or 2036.
Well, we got Space Force for that.
Fuck yeah, dude! They'll do something about that shit real
Actually,
quick.
I went and saw a program on at the OmniMax.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was fucking interesting as shit.
Was it about Space Force?
It was kind of about Space Force. It was like the pre-Space Force of how they've been kind of like, you know, periodically like setting up satellites that actually do have like, they're like ramming big ass satellites into asteroids and comets and shit to fucking knock them off just enough off course. That's actually something they have been doing, and that's their goal.
I mean, it's definitely something that we need to, as a species, you know, think about and concentrate on, because, you know, we go through several several meteor showers where we're just going through the tail of a comet, basically.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, twice a year we're doing it. So I mean, it'd be a useful thing to have on our in our arsenal, some way to deflect these goddamn things.
Yeah, they're basically just filling the upper stratosphere and space and everything, which is a bunch of space junk to fucking knock off impending things. And then they actually do have larger items up there now. They never gotten to the point where we're going, there's freaking lasers on these things or anything like that, but you know that's fucking up there.
Well, you know that they've got fucking some kind of weaponry, you know.
Yeah, there's 100% up there.
And, you know, and
I mean, we're not sending.
And you know the Chinese and the Russians do too. You
know?
Oh
yeah, 100%.
There's no way there's not. You know,
we haven't sent Bruce Willis or Ben Affleck up yet, but there's probably an option.
They got fucking sharks with laser beams on their freaking heads up there.
Sharks with freaking laser beams.
Fucking, you want to see if we can get something to play here?
We can try. See how it works out for us.
Oh,
these
yeah.
are really quick clips too, so.
That's where Captain Planet gets mad at everybody.
Fucking. He's gonna bring pollution down to zero by squashing you with this fucking. Look at that.
Jeez.
Oh, goddamn.
That's bad times.
That's not good times, man. That is a fucking not good time.
Yeah, like you're just sitting there trying to go kabroo and to have a good time with your friends, and Captain Planet just takes you down to zero, man.
You know, someone on that boat was like, "Well, fuck it."
I mean, what do you do, dude? I mean, there's
nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do in that situation.
I think we have another angle of it here.
Oh, let's check this out. Yeah, I think this is the better one.
If it goes.
It looks like it might be the better one if it plays.
Yeah, if it plays.
If it doesn't play, it's the worst one.
So far.
There we go.
Is there any sound?
Yeah, click the.
I don't know if there is or not. Do too much click and it goes to haywire. Oh, there's sound.
Oh, they're going haywire. Yeah, we're having some difficulties passing the sound.
Yeah.
That's all right, though.
Before next week.
You gotta get Starlink.
I don't want Elon in my fucking home.
For real.
Trying to give me Antichrist internet?
Trying to give you Antichrist AIDS.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. All up in my modem?
Alright. Well, so Big Rock fell on some boats and it was shitty.
Yeah.
Apparently, a couple of people did die on that.
Did they?
FYI.
That's
20, like 2 dead, 4 severely hospitalized, may or may not died, and like 20 injuries.
Jesus.
I saw like 5 dead and 30 plus injured. And I mean, that was pretty fucking terrifying. Like, imagine being anywhere near that.
That was a
seeing that shit happen.
Yeah.
They all had COVID for sure.
Yep.
Definitely, they all tested positive.
Oh, so I mean, we're not really losing any.
Posthumously.
I mean, they were gonna die tomorrow anyhow.
Yeah.
I gotta rock a piss. Right back.
Do it up.
Rocking a piss?
Yeah.
It's gonna rock it out.
I guess I can't complain to him too much. I had to go for a while there. I got a call from my son who's in a foreign country right now. He's in the military. I won't say exactly where, but when I get a call from him, I fucking drop everything. So
I would
sorry
too,
for my
man.
absence there.
He doing well?
He is doing well.
Good. All that matters.
We're feeding him good and shit, I guess.
Good to hear.
Usually do get fed pretty well when you're in foreign countries and whatnots. That's some of the best steak I ever had. Oddly enough. And it was hilarious too, because I kind of felt bad. Like, I'm sitting there eating a steak, and like, you know, all these Muslims are making it, and they're like just looking at me like they fucking hate me.
Johnny, I think yours came out of a tube, though.
No, this is for real cow meat.
For real cow meat.
It was for real cow meat. Yeah, when I was in Iraq, man, some of the best steak I ever fucking had.
No, that's why I would say to a girl, ask her if she wanted some tube steak.
Yeah. Never thought I'd have good steak at a fucking army base, but I did. I had a really funny joke the other day. I was teasing an army guy, and it was a DOD did a census, and they said, it was like a what would you do scenario, and a scorpion's in your tent, and the army guy goes, or the Navy guy goes, well, I'd squish it, and then Army guy goes, I'd beat it to death. The Marine goes, I'd eat it. Here we got it. He goes, I'd rip off the stinger and eat it. Yeah. And then our Air Force guy goes, why the fuck's there a tent in my room?
Fucking the pussy force. Gotta love that shit, dude. I mean, can you imagine?
I quite enjoyed it.
But could you imagine though, like the reality of the grunts? I mean, you know, back in the day, especially like during the jungle warfare, the desert's got to be bad enough. But could you imagine in the jungle, all the deadly shit trying to get you when you're fucking trying to kill people and stuff? I mean, not only
and you're not even seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a fucking bug just zinks you in the fucking neck, and you got malaria.
Fucking ugh. Speaking of bugs zipping you in the jungle, fucking did you all see, like, I keep on hearing like weird rumors about how like China's all locking people up and shit because they got like some kind of hemorrhagic fever going around now. I keep on seeing it's being called hemorrhagic.
Well, quit eating weird shit.
That is one thing, you know, if they would stop eating the weird shit. I constantly feel like I'd be like, you know, like if I ever went to China, I'd be like just knocking shit out of people's hands like as they're trying to put it in their mouth like they're toddlers all day. I'm like, no, don't. Yeah. Stop.
Like, no, that chicken tender looks like a fucking rat. It's literally a breaded and deep fried rat, and you think it's a chicken tender. Don't eat that.
But yeah, apparently, like, I keep on hearing rumors that like there's some kind of hemorrhagic fever, and if that's the case, dude, if there's an airborne hemorrhagic fucking fever, that's some scary apocalyptic type shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, fucking
back to fucked.
I saw a bunch of videos on Reddit where you have, you know, these kids in full-on hazmat suits in China being taken to a COVID camp. Like, fucking, oh man, I'm telling you, dude, shit is scary. Shit is scary, man.
One of the guys, and I can't, pisses me off because I can't remember exactly what he said about it, but one of the guys that Rick actually shared with us on YouTube, the pinball preparedness guy or whatever, he's like a prepper.
Is that the guy with the steak and keys?
Is that the guy with the what?
With the hamburger and keys?
No.
No,
not that guy.
Not the same guy.
This is actually a guy that's pretty good on YouTube, but he does, you know, little synopsis of shit or whatever, you know, whatever's in the news, kind of like, well, I don't want to say like Tim Pool, but kind of like that. He'll take like the news stories and like break it down and be like, here's what they actually said. But he was talking about that weeks ago, about how there was some sort of scare with the hemorrhagic fever in fucking China. And I can't remember exactly what he said, but I think the gist of it was like, it's not really anything to worry about at this point. But I guess we'll find out.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. After the last fucking go around, I'll believe it when I see it, man. When I see somebody bleeding out their eyeballs in front of me, I'll go, okay, it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm still not taking the vaccine.
Fuck
So
no.
did you see the new the disease that they were that they have over there? I can't remember what it is, but they were like trading electronics like fucking iPhones and Nintendo DSs for bags of rice and noodles. They're all starving, locked in fucking apartment complexes.
Well, no shit. When your
Damn,
apartment
dude, they're
door's welded shut.
Yeah.
Fucking selling their NFTs for some goddamn rice and shit.
They ain't got no XRP though.
Oh man, they ain't allowed to have XRP over there.
Nah. Jinping Jing or whatever the fuck his name is all like, no, you must be poor.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh. Fucking, I never got that joke. I don't understand how he looks like Winnie the Pooh, but I mean, if it pisses him off, I'm all for it.
I don't think he does, but like the fact that it pisses him off, it was like the Barbara Streisand type of effect.
Mm-hmm. Fucking Kazakhstan, oh my god, what's going on over there is nuts too. Fucking, you seen that shit at all?
They throwing more rockets around?
Well, no, I mean, from what I've seen, like, because basically you had the people storming the streets and shit, and the government buildings, and, attacking military and police and stuff, for weeks now about, the higher gas prices and other shit like that. And, basically a bunch of the government just resigned the other day. We were like, well, fucking fine, whatever. And then the president,
like, we fucking quit.
Yeah, the president though, from what I understand,
I'm going home.
He basically he asked for Russia to trigger a part of their treaty that they have with them. With there's like kind of like the Russian version of NATO in the Eastern Bloc there, and they triggered one of their treaties basically. And so you've got a bunch of different countries, including Russia, coming in to quell the rebellion apparently, and they've got shoot to kill orders on fucking sight and shit. It's nuts, man. It's absolutely
Kazakhstan's government is all like, you can't fire me, I fucking quit.
That is what that sounds like too. Like, you can't fire us, we're out of here.
Yeah. But what exactly is it that you do here?
Taking my ball and going home.
Goddamn people.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, circle back on you fellas. That was hantavirus in China.
Hantavirus?
What is that? One of the Greek fucking alphabet letters or some shit? What is that one?
It's like a mouse virus that they fucking carry around. Hantavirus.
Fucking eating
mice.
mice.
These motherfuckers about to do mouse pox and shit.
I'm telling you, dude, fucking Wuhan's over there just cooking up some shit, dude. They eat weird stuff, and then whoever gets sick, they put in that fucking lab that Tony paid for.
Stir frying.
Yeah, like
fucking.
Not the science.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Wuhan in English means gain of function. That's loosely translated, of course.
It's scary, dude. I don't understand what the fuck we need to be messing around with these viruses for. But the science, Tony, the science man, he's fucking all about it.
I did see some on our local news channel this morning. I was oddly watching the local news this morning, and they were talking about the new variant, the Omicrons, and how I guess South Africa was like one of the first that really got fucked over real hard with it. And they're just talking about how it like ramped up quick, and it's down. It's damn near gone now.
Yeah, I mean,
in like a 3-week period.
Well, the Omicron, it seems like if any of them are a natural variant, I think that one probably is.
Yeah.
Because it seems very weak. It seems to have mild symptoms, and it's easily spread.
Yeah.
And that's generally how viruses wind up,
dying off.
Well, not necessarily dying off, but at least becoming a strain that's not virulent enough to even show symptoms on a person.
Right. We go.
So.
Might
Well, if you guys want anybody to believe that you're the science, you're gonna have to pronounce it right. It's Omicron, not Omnicrom or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck y'all are saying.
On is what.
Get it right.
Thank you.
Hold on, I don't want the Facebooks to know that I'm the science.
Yeah, exactly.
What about the new I hate you variant? The I hate you variant.
I haven't even seen anything about that.
The IHU, EHU, or whatever the fuck it is.
I hate you.
Well, I'm sorry. What did I do to you?
Well, the last one was moron or moronic. This one is I hate you.
Well, it's all going to hell anyway, man. You know.
I hate you.
It's not very nice.
It's all going to hell in a handbasket, and it's a wild ride, and
Not even a good handbasket. I mean, it's not even fucking velvet lined or anything.
No, it's one of them wicker ones that fucking get you splinters.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of the ones you find at the Cracker Barrel, not something that was like painstakingly, weaved.
Yeah, just
some lady with prestige who knew what she was doing. Oh.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Amid these technical issues that we're having, I think we've been on it for about an hour. I think we should go ahead and pack it in for the week, and then we'll come back strong next week with our issues being unfucked. What do you guys say?
Yeah, we could do that.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds like Keith's got some good homework, packing horse paste up his ass.
Yep. Let him get some rest there, and then
yeah.
I'm gonna go.
It's gonna be hell getting that dildo up there that's covered in ivermectin.
Well, at least we can you can explain to everybody when they see it on your bedside table. You can go, hey, it's my ivermectin delivery system.
That's right.
Oh, it's my applicator.
Applicator. Why is it shaped like a big black cock?
Don't forget the lube, and we'll rally back next week stronger than ever.
But if you're listening out there, like, share, subscribe. I'm sorry again about the technical difficulties this week, but guess what? We will be coming back stronger than ever next week. So don't fret.
Buy some fucking merch.
Buy some merch. Like, share, subscribe. Website coming soon. Fucking A.
Do all those things.
See y'all in church if I'm still fucking alive by then.
Keith, you'll make it. You're strong.
Love you all.
Grab my strong hand.
Rick, thanks for coming by.
Thanks, Rick.
Cowabunga, bitches!
It's a little too cowabunga.
My fucking shit, Fubu. You a good ass dog.